Thank you for checking out this little teaser of the history of the papacy and church. Here's a little taste of what's coming up soon on the History of the Papacy podcast. Now, if you like what you hear, I'd love it if you'd leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or your podcatcher of choice. If you want to support the podcast even more, consider becoming a Patreon on patreon.com/history of the papacy. There are many levels and benefits for you, and you help keep the history of the papacy going. You can learn more about all of this at historyofthepapacypodcast.com. With that, here's another piece of the mosaic of the popes of Rome and Christian church, and I will definitely be talking to you more soon. Stuff that was going on in Europe at this time really didn't have a lot of impact on things that were going on in North America, but there was a ton. And I think that it feeds into this with the Irish and the Catholics. And that might be a good place to really start off with is what was changing in the demographics of the United States during this time because of some things that were going on in Europe at the time.
Some of the things that were going on at that particular time, first off, we kind of have to start with what was going on in Ireland at that time, because we think of Ireland today as either geographically the classic Emerald Isle, or politically Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, and Northern Ireland, which is still a part of the United Kingdom. For at least centuries now, we know that Ireland and the Irish people were under the colonial rule of England. And there were numerous attempts prior to the 20th century in World War I, with the rise of the Irish Republican Army, to either declare independence or serve as an opening to a foreign invasion against the British. There was a rebellion in Ireland in 1798. There was an Irish Legion that was created by Napoleon. There was the Young Ireland movement in the 1830s. The Fenian Rising in the 1860s to 1880s, both in the United Kingdom and in parts of Canada, and then the creation of the Irish Republican Brotherhood at the turn of the century that would then become Michael Collins's Irish Republican Army that we know today.